President and I talk about freedom, we mean the freedom to make your own healthcare decisions. And for our children to be free to go to school without worrying they'll be shot dead in their classrooms. By the way, as you heard, I was one of the best shots in Congress, but in Minnesota, we believe in the Second Amendment, but we also believe in common sense gun violence laws.
JSNow's David Hogg, co-founder of March for Our Lives and president of Leaders We Deserve PAC. He's a survivor of the school shooting at Marjory Stoneman Douglas High School in Florida. David, we had no discussions about vice president candidacy on this program, except for the time, last time you were on, when you threw in a pitch for Tim Walz at the end of our discussion as we were running out of time. And that's it. That's the entire discussion this program had on that subject. Your candidate made it. Have you heard from your candidate making it to the VP since he's been chosen?
I have. I actually got a call from the governor thanking me just about an hour ago, calling me from, I believe it was in Pennsylvania. His daughter Hope even got on the phone and was talking about how much they had seen posts of mine on social media and stuff like that, because I had been posting so much about Governor Walz that people were asking me, if I had been paid to post about it. And I wish I was, because I would have made a lot of money. But no, I just genuinely love the governor so much and think he could just be such a qualified candidate for the vice presidency that's why I was doing it. And I want people to know, just take a moment to feel what we're feeling right now. That strange feeling you're feeling, it's hope, right? It's excitement. We're voting for somebody, and I have not felt this kind of energy ever in the past 6 years of how excited people are right now, because we are voting for somebody unlike ever before, really in my life working in politics since I was 18 years old. And it's super exciting, and that's what I'm trying to do, with my work with Leaders We Deserve, is bring people more hope to help turn out young voters and give them other young people to vote for.
David, most of us have been thinking about Tim Walz for 2 weeks or less. When did you first start focusing on him?
That's a great question, Lawrence. I actually first started hearing about him when he got the bill passed for universal free school lunches and breakfasts. I was very fortunate growing up in that my family was able to provide that food for me, but I remember at my school thinking how convenient it would be for me just to not have to think about that right when I was in high school, to be able to show up in the morning and not need to think about, oh my God, what am I going to eat in the morning? I can just show up at school and there's food. I can show up at lunch and there's food there, and I can just focus on my studies. And then I was at the Nebraska State Democratic Convention where I saw him speaking, and I texted people back then. And I remember talking to Kevin Lauda, the co-founder of Leaders We Deserve, who was Maxwell Frost's campaign manager, and I said, this guy, he has got to be VP someday or president. He is so on it and has an incredible message. He's a teacher, a football coach, and he's just a great, genuine guy, right? He is who J.D. Vance wants you to think J.D. Vance is, but he actually is that. I mean, think about if you're stuck on the side of the road because you've blown a tire, who do you want to be there with you? Do you want J.D. Vance or do you want Tim Walz? I think everybody wants Tim Walz, no matter which political party they're in.
Vice Presidential Talent Scout David Hogg, thank you very much for first mentioning his name 2 weeks ago on this program and for joining us tonight. Thank you, David.
And thank you, Lawrence. And if anybody wants to support our work to turn out more young voters by giving them young people to vote for, because we still have to lock up that youth vote, go to leaderswedeserve.com to support us, because I'm going around the country to help turn out young voters everywhere by giving them young people to vote for, because we got to build the future of the Democratic Party and get the youth vote. So anybody that wants to do that goes to leaderswedeserve.com.
Thanks, David. Thank you.